A river can spend years flowing around stone after stone. The stones can change its direction, slow its current, force it to take a path it never planned to take. Sometimes the river must become quieter just to keep moving. Sometimes it rushes through narrow places simply because there is no other way. Sometimes it almost disappears beneath fallen trees, only to emerge again farther downstream. But no matter how many stones it meets, the river never becomes the stone. Maybe neither did you. For a long time, you may have believed that what happened to you became who you are. Not all at once, but slowly, quietly, almost without noticing. Perhaps you became the dependable one, the strong one, the peacemaker, the one who never wanted to disappoint anyone, the one who carried more than anyone knew. Not because that was your nature, but because life placed stones where the river once flowed freely. Little by little, you learned new ways to move around rejection, around disappointment, around fear, around conflict, around silence, around the hope that if you just tried a little harder, you would finally feel safe. Years passed, and eventually, the path became so familiar that you stopped asking whether it had always belonged to you. Have you ever noticed that rivers never argue with stones? They don't stop and wonder, why is this happening to me? They simply keep flowing. Not because the journey is easy, but because flowing is their nature. Maybe the same has always been true for you. The world may have shaped the way you move. It may have taught you to stay quiet, to stay useful, to stay alert, to carry everyone else before yourself. But those things are not who you are. They are only the path you learned to take. Imagine standing beside that same river years later. The stones are still there. Some have never moved. And yet the water continues, clear, alive, always becoming without ever losing what it is. Maybe healing is not removing every stone. Maybe healing is remembering that the stones never had the power to become the water. You don't have to become someone new. You don't have to earn your way back to yourself. You don't have to prove that you deserve peace. Perhaps the truest part of you has been quietly flowing beneath every fear, every role, every expectation this entire time, waiting patiently for you to remember. So today, don't ask, who have I become? Ask instead, what has remained true through everything? Because the stone changed the river, not the water. The Nasia within you remembers.